Good to the video, so a bit of an update. People ask me about my bikes. I've got to have a cross-country bike coming out soon. And it's going to be based around the Merida Big 9, which I reckon is the best, fastest, most aggressive climbing, descending, ultra endurance cross-country bike on the market, the Merida Big 9. Not cheap though. This is not a cheap bike. But I bought this for my brand to test it because I do believe in if it ain't broke, I try and fix it. So Merida Big 9 is fantastic geometry. My current bike, the Pragma Glycogen, is based on the Merida Sculptura and the lightweight Erg Start and the old Cannondale Super 6 Evo, which is just a tried and proven geometry. But the prices of those bikes, you know, they're also made in China. Why pay more? I mean, it's like, I don't know, it's like paying $10 for a bottle of water or $1 for a bottle of water. Like, I don't know, same thing. So with the Corona crisis we have now, there's been delays, and I apologise for that. It's out of my hands, it's out of your hands, it's out of everyone's hands, the Corona thing. And the factories were closed down temporarily in the Chinese New Year. Now they're back, full production, things in China picking up, we're going hard again. So all the orders, they're getting pumped out at the moment. So I've got a few frames getting shipped out this week and over the next few weeks. So I know what it's like to be waiting. You buy a bike and you're like, come on, where is it? You know, like, Harley, any updates? And it's like, you know, I can relate. Don't worry, if you don't hear from me, your bike's still coming. I haven't just like forgotten about you, okay? We've got a lot of orders. It's chaos. It's chaos. So that's really cool, and this is part of the deal. People really appreciate top quality frames, top quality geometry, and top quality finish and paint. You know, and top quality service to me, coaching, etc. So some of you you know, it's fun, isn't it? With the Corona thing, people are like, oh, will I get the virus in the bike or something like that? And it's like, I don't know. People, but that's cool. That's, you know, I have to be empathetic, and people have, you know, all sorts of questions, and like, you know, it's very, I love, you know, this is a passion of mine. This is not a business at all for me. This is not a business at all. This is hobby. You know, purely a hobby-based interest. I just love getting people on the right bike. And some people come to me and say, Harley, I want one of your bikes. You know, you're a huge inspiration for me. You know, you've changed my life. I met my wife for you. I met my girlfriend for you. I met my husband, or I've got a life because of you, or whatever. You know, you helped me lose 50 kilos, reverse type 2 diabetes. You've saved my life, Harley. I want to support you. I want to buy one of your custom bikes. And I'm like, hey, thank you very much for the vote of confidence, but I don't want to sell you a bike, because I'll be honest with you, you're probably not ready for a high-end carbon bike just yet, you know? And that's not me condescending, it's just like, these bikes are lightweight, man, and they snap real easy. You crash one of these, it's going to snap in half. Natasha's bike over, this SOS $12,000 bike. You crash that, it's going to snap in half. So it's no good if you're a brand new cyclist riding a bike. Like Natasha was riding alloy for 5 years, having the crashes and stuff like that. So I do recommend for your first bike, don't go carbon, unless maybe it's second hand or for a friend in good condition, blah, blah, blah. But otherwise, I don't want to sell you a bike and then you snap on the first ride, just by doing a noob ride. You know, like it's, I mean, sure, you can fix carbon most of the time, but if you crack it in half, then yeah, you know, fixing might be an issue. But if you crack a chain stay from your derailleur going in the spokes, you can fix it. What I'm saying though is I refuse a lot of customers, you know, because honestly I do, and it's like, there's like, you know, I worked in the bike industry, right? People would come in the bike shop. Natasha's laughing at these stories. People would come in the bike shop, and I'd say no, probably not to get that bike. And the boss would be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? They want to buy a bike. Sell them the bike, Harley. And I'm like, but customers are always right. Take the money, give them the product, send them out the door. And I'm like, Harley. So I was, you know, I'd like to start people out on a certain bike or whatever, and you know, but that's just me. I treat people how I want to be treated. You know, that's a big thing for me. So when I walk into a shop and I don't know nothing about anything, I don't want someone to take advantage of that naiveness and go, yeah, you need this, and just fucking, and just gank me. That's happened before in certain industries or whatever. I'm like, what? I just got finessed. So I see people getting finessed all the time, paying $5,000 for a frame. Oh, that's made in China down the road from my factory, or it's made in the same factory by the same workers, and it's the exact same carbon sheets, all right? And so I'm just thinking, like, I don't know, but some people, they have to have the sticker, the brand name, you know, the big brand names, because that means something. It doesn't mean anything. Look at all the recalls that Specialized have, Merida have, Cannondale have, Trek have had, Cervelo have had over time. And that's not because they do a bad product. That's because they buy these products, these frames from China. They ship them to Taiwan for assembly and put the made in Taiwan sticker, or made in USA, or made in Germany sticker, or whatever. They're all made in China, frames. You can ask the guy, Rob from Factor. He'll verify that. And they have these new designs coming out, these big brands, but they're not tested in the real world. So you don't know how it's gonna go. You know, so you might get the 2020 whatever bike you're getting, and it could have a failure next year. You know, like we saw the Specialized Roubaix head shock, because it wasn't tested. It passed quality control, but it wasn't real well tested. So they're a massive recall. That's just a waste of resources and stuff. But I can empathize with these companies that have to bring out this new stuff, because the customer's like, I want something new, I want something new, I want something new. And it's like, I want fundamentals. I want stuff that works. I don't care if it's 1980 or 2040. As long as it does the job to the best of its ability, I'm in. So that's the thing. Like my computer's 2014 Mac. It's a 2014 Mac and it's as fast as the new ones. But if I break something in the thing, I can pull out the SD, put a new one in the SSD or whatever. It's just like the new ones, it's all soldered in, proprietary parts. Basically, I have to throw the whole computer to get a new thing. So my bikes, designs, proprietary stuff, no proprietary stuff. Not a fan of proprietary. I do have an aero bike coming out because people just demanded one, and that does have a proprietary seat post in it. But you know, if people want that, I'll give it to them. But I'm not going to do the fancy wanky forks and all that stuff. It's like they're just landfill bikes. They're going to be landfill in a few years' time, because you crack a fork and then where are you going to get from? You know, it's like they're just landfill bikes. And I think carbon fiber, as much as amazing material it is, we don't need more of it in landfill. All right, so I try and sell designs, promote designs that are, you know, reusable, standardized, etc. And they just work and are proven. So thanks for the support. Your frames are coming. If you buy a bike and you don't hear from me for a week or 2 weeks or 4 weeks, or whatever, your bike's still coming to you. All right. It's just I understand it's a different thing that we're used to. You know, normally you buy something from Wiggle or Chain Reaction, there's this like tracking number like within 5 minutes. It's like and you can track it. Like it's landed in Melbourne Airport, it's in San Francisco, it's going to Portugal. It's like you can track it's everything. You can probably tell what the courier's had for lunch. You know, like what has courier had for lunch on the delivery. That's fantastic. But with my stuff, with custom, it takes time. It's got to go to the paint shop. It's got to cure. As the carbon layup's still fresh, it's newly made, etc. These aren't just hanging around getting dusty. These are custom made from scratch, and it's got to cure, and then it's got to go sent to the paint shop. Then it's got to cure and etc. Then off to packing and shipped to all around the world. So yeah, that's the deal. Bit of a rant and ramble. It's a beautiful afternoon, isn't it, Natasha? Mm-hmm. It is fantastic here in Adelaide, Australia. Mm-hmm. So stay safe out there. Stay hydrated. And thanks for the support. Dooner Rider, Pragma Bikes, the best out there for those who want the best, not the fancy bells and whistles, like the best proprietary good stuff.